How you doing there, everybody? It's meteorologist Terry Swails. You're on tswails.com. I'm in the home studios today, and after some clouds around here this morning, the sunshine is breaking out right now, and the temperatures are pushing up into the lower 80s. Let's take a look at our satellite imagery right here, and this will give you an idea that things are beginning to change weather-wise around the Midwest after some quiet, tranquil weather here the past few days. Things are definitely becoming more active as low pressure begins to move into the Pacific Northwest, and that piece of energy out there is going to sit in that general region for several more days. In advance of that, the jet stream is now swooping in from the southwest, and that's opened up the Gulf of Mexico moisture supply for business, so that's in the Midwest, and with those disturbances coming off the upper air low, occasional showers and thunderstorms are now going to be in the forecast for several days to come. A little tighter view of all of this shows the convection now scattered all the way from Minnesota and North Dakota right back into the panhandle of Texas. Not everybody's seeing this, but here and there clusters of thunderstorms are found. And as we go in closer on this, the Quad Cities right in the middle of this picture here, you can see some of the low stratus that was in here during the morning hours today. That's kind of been enhanced by a flow coming off the Lake Michigan there, but it is beginning to get chewed up now with the sunshine burning through, and we should see plenty of sun around eastern Iowa and western Illinois this afternoon. But there are some thunderstorms that may have to be reckoned with. You can see those are pretty active out in central Iowa. This is the Doppler radar out of Des Moines. Some spots there have seen as much as 1 to 2 inches. It's been isolated, but the thunderstorms have just been festering around out there for much of the night and into the morning hours. And some of those are now trying to work their way into eastern Iowa. Here we're looking at the Davenport Doppler, and south of Iowa City you can see a few thunderstorms there that extend on to the southeast, just northwest of Burlington. I do think a few of those will hold together during the afternoon, but it looks like the most concentrated area for any thunderstorms in my immediate region would be down there in southeastern Iowa. And then later on tonight, as the warm front tries to punch east-northeast, some of these should advance into the rest of eastern Iowa and perhaps cross the river and go on into northwestern Illinois. Now, as we take a look at the rainfall, and this is the latest numbers off the GFS from the 6Z run, and boy, there's still a heavy concentration of rain across much of northern Iowa, into northwestern Illinois, up there now into southern Wisconsin. Again, there's just no way to know at this point exactly where this heavy axis will set up, but the trends continue to point to the area along and north of Interstate 80, maybe as far north as southern Minnesota and into central Wisconsin. This particular run showing some pretty hefty totals across northeastern Iowa and southern Wisconsin. That little circle that I've shown there has 3 to 5 inch rains between Friday and Monday as this system continues to slowly work its way across the Midwest. And with many rivers and streams in flood or running high, that could certainly add to some additional flooding problems if that materializes as expected. This is the jet stream flow that's going to do it. You can see as we get into the weekend here, the trough beginning to set up and move across the middle of the country. And with the south winds ahead of that, we've got our warm, humid air that's going to be in place, and that sets the stage for the thunderstorms, which could put out some heavy rain. There's just a tremendous amount of moisture in the atmosphere, and when you do get thunderstorms, this time of year they don't tend to move real fast, and they can really squeeze out the rainfall. But here's some good news. By the time we get to next Tuesday and Wednesday, the system does begin to move east. You can see the trough is headed into the eastern United States, and we're starting to get into a northwest flow. So while temperatures over the weekend are expected to average a few degrees above normal, this is a 5-day temperature anomaly, things will be changing as that front moves off to the east of us. And now we're looking at the 5-day temperature anomaly, which starts from the 26th of June and goes to the 1st of July. Now look at the cool air that dives into the upper Midwest, unseasonably cool air to say the least. And if we take a look at the 4th of July, this is the temperature anomalies that's forecast by the GFS. And boy, there may be some readings around Chicago that have a tough time getting much above 70. And all through the state of Iowa, northern Illinois, up into southern Minnesota and Wisconsin, temperatures could be as much as 5 to 10 degrees below normal. So if things work out the way this model is showing, I think we could see some readings in the 70s for the 4th of July, and we'll certainly cut the humidity out And assuming we can get you partly sunny skies, should be some excellent weather for outdoor activities this 4th of July. Certainly nobody going to be sweating too much out there as this pattern gets underway. So as far as today goes, that's pretty much what we're looking at. You can also see that by the way we talked here with our long-range forecast, that there is the potential for more active weather in the Midwest then as we get into Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Perhaps some severe weather at that time, and again, more locally heavy rainfall to watch out for. So once again, you're on tswails.com. Thanks for visiting, and that is your weather briefing for Thursday afternoon.